In the aftermath of the Mumbai massacre, diplomats around the world are taking steps to try to prevent another conflict between India and Pakistan. The two countries have already fought 3 wars. What are the chances for diplomacy to succeed? For more on that, we are joined by Zia Mian. He is with Princeton University's Woodrow Wilson School. Dr. Mian, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
As we said earlier, Secretary of State Rice is heading for India to try to calm tensions. But is this a case of the United States sending mixed messages, since the U.S. itself has been taking an increasingly aggressive stance against Islamic extremists in Pakistan?
Well, the United States has pioneered the use of military force as a way of responding to terrorism. Let's remember that it invaded Afghanistan after 9/11, and people in India will argue that if the United States can do it, why shouldn't India do it? And this is a course that will lead to disaster.
Pakistan has a new democratically elected president who apparently has helped the U.S. go after Muslim extremists. What steps could Asif Ali Zardari take to reassure India he's doing all he can to stop terrorism?
He can make speeches and issue statements, but the real power in Pakistan lies with the military. Civilian leaders have always been in office, but not in power in Pakistan. And the key players here will be what the military leadership will do.
And obviously India is watching and knows that very well. So what will they be listening for or looking for as far as from the Pakistani military?
The Pakistani military leadership needs to actually make clear that it is not intent on fighting the last war, which was their war with India. And the army needs to change its whole orientation away from war with India to dealing with the problems at home.
Well, we've already heard how India's leader, Manmohan Singh, is under growing pressure to act against Pakistan. What are his military options, and what would the consequences be if he were to use them?
India tried to threaten the use of military force some years ago when Islamic militants attacked India's parliament, and there was a very sustained and dangerous standoff between the two countries, with both sides threatening the use of nuclear weapons, and we don't want to go there again. So the Indian leadership needs to think of diplomatic ways of dealing with this, ways that involve cooperation with Pakistan, not the threat of force.
Do you think the United States could help in that regard?
The United States certainly can help, but not just by talking to both leaders, but actually by changing the way that it deals with the problem of terrorism, by setting a better example.
Zia Mian, who is with the Princeton Universitys School of Woodrow Wilson. Thank you, sir, very much. We appreciate it, Dr. Mian.
Thank you.